All that fitment work we did a long time ago is really paying off now, because it's so important that I have a place to go with all this stuff. Before, with it all misshapen, I'd have never been able to get it to where it is right now. And so before I put the hoods on, I did all the work I need to do inside the engine bay, the wiring and all that stuff. A few little small things to do, not a whole lot, because it's easier to work with that hood off and it completely out of your way to get down in there. And so I'm now at the point of putting the hoods on, because I need the hoods to set the body. So a long time ago, I had fit where the location of the radiator, the cowl height, and all that. And I saved those shims on the cowl height and kept those super glued together. And when I put them back in place and then put the radiator back where it was, that gives me alignment of that hood, and the thickness of the material can even change it. If it's a little thicker on say this end and it raises this end up, it turns that hood there. So it's very crucial on everything being lined up for that hood to have a body line like it does now. And now that I've got that set, I've tightened up the radiator support, and I think I've got it locked in place. I've got the shims in here, and I've just got these snug down. Then I'll work my way through, because I'm going to add shims to every spacer, every body spot in it. I've got 1, 2, 3 down under here, so I'll have to gradually increase that, because when I pull that down, it can move this door pocket. And probably may have to go back into these middle two once I get the doors on and change them a little bit. But as it stands, this section here is right on the money, and that's where that's what I needed to happen. So I've got my shims and all my packs down here, and I'll gradually, once I get all this locked down, then I can put the carpet in, the seat in. I mean, start putting all the interior in, it'll start going good. But that pre-fitment we did a long time ago, building this thing completely, driving it down the road and all that, I couldn't get to where I am now without had doing that before. Because even like that radiator support shell, it didn't fit the box it came in. I mean, it was so poor fit, and now it fits so nice. So let me give you a little closer look. We'll walk around this thing, and it's coming along good. All right, I still got a little bit of wiring up here because I'm converting these to LEDs, and I've added a third wire, and I have to come up with a way to get it into that housing. I'm going to do both like that, both headlights like that, and I've run the wire all the way back down to the ground tree, which runs to the battery, which will make our lights nice and bright. And you can see how these body lines, so that hood is latched right now, and our body line is really good right there, and it's really good right there. And if this mount right here was down where the car just settled a little bit, that gap would really be getting opened at the bottom where it was. So I've got it raised up, which raises all those a little bit all the way to the back one, which is sitting on it right on the frame. So I'll just add those shims so I don't change that door pocket. And if I put the door in, it's a little off, I'll just increase or decrease the shim at whichever area, and then dial that door right in, because I've had it in that spot and had it right on the money. But look how good the hood pieces come. And remember, this was the one that the pin was frozen in. I let it soak for like a month, and then drove all these pins out with a hammer and a chisel, and tore a lot of these. Had Mike Huffman TIG weld that, and tore a lot of that piano hinge. It folded this backwards, smashed all this in, and look at it now. Look at that hood. It's a lot of work in those louvers, and those running boards, and those pieces that were so bad and damaged, and getting your dash squared away. A little hard to see in the dark. See if I turn on my light, if that helps any. Maybe a little, but not much. And I've got your new glass in, and I'm waiting on screws. I've had to pull that glass in, long screws and shorter screws, and then I've got some ordered that's going to be the final screw to get that in place. It's been a little bit of a booger getting that glass in, and this one's a tempered glass. I've done broke one plate glass with a coating on it, but yeah, I think that one's in there for good. All that mock-up work we did and completely assembling all this is really paying off now. All these interior panels that were custom made, custom fit, where it had the paperboard panels before, now you can see how nice all this is looking inside here. With custom fabricating this bottom support, it made that so strong. Everything's so nice, so tight, that it's just really going to be nice. I got your carpet in. It looks good. I just glued it right down because I have a footwell pad coming for that, and then I have a pad that goes here, and then maybe sometime you can do some little floor mats or something like that. Then back here in the back, these panels that we got that were so poor quality, I've made those out of that ABS plastic. Your ABS plastic here. I've got that other support running right across the bottom right there for your feet, because I know that's going to get kicked when people are back here. I've just run the carpet right up here and stopped it because back here there's really no seal right here. The water's got a drain that goes out the side, so I don't want that in there. I got your seat belts. They were custom put in there, custom fit. You can see how tight all that comes right out because everything is a tight fit. When you add stuff like seat belts, it's hard to get them in there. Got your back window in, and that looks good. Now that is a piece of tempered glass. I tried the plate glass with the film over it, and it just didn't work out. And so yeah, it is really coming together. Really looking good in there. Oh, too, and I want to show you back here in the back. I put you a light back here in the back, and it's right up under there. And then I've got your switch over here. Now this switch I have over here, I've done kind of a racing switch, but I've got it where you can flick it on, but if you have to reach over the side instead of having to chase this thing down, you can just reach in and do like that and flip it off. So that'll give us a little light in the back. So I like the little switch right there. It looks pretty good. Makes it so easy to flip it on and then just go like that, flip it off. Alright, so I'm fixing to start on putting your floor in. I've got all your wood up here. Right here is where your little switch is going to go. For your kill switch, you'll just be able to pull your rubber mat up and be able to turn it on and off. I'm going to clean all this up a little bit and probably put a little bit of a sealant on all of these pieces. And I may even try to put the sticky shield on the back of it for a heat barrier. I'll just have to see how that goes. The floor to go down, the wood floor, then a rubber pad. Then I'll put all these boots on top of the rubber pad. The rubber pad you'll be able to just peel up. You won't be able to take it out the way it goes under the gas pedal and under the shifter boot and parking brake boot, but you'll be able to raise it up to get to the battery or kill switch or whatever. But boy, that interior is really nice. To show you how good this is coming out in here. So I've got that sealer on both sides of your floor, and then I got the heat shield on the bottom of that. I've got stainless steel flathead screws holding it all down. I've got it where your battery is easy to get to now. The positive post is right here. I've got you a cutoff switch right here where you can cut the whole battery disconnect. I got shifter boots custom fit. I'm working on the felts that go in here and the floor and all that. It went right in really nice. I run the carpet over the edge so that there's kind of a seal around here. It holds the carpet down and also seals this floor off. And I'm working on putting your floor mat in. All the parts for your seat stuff we sent had powder coated, and I got to mock all this up to get know where my pad's going to go, because we bought a floor pad, and I'll show you what I'm doing to it. It kind of lays over the top of all this, and it's a little bit long here and there. So I've put it in here, had to mark it for your new shifter in here, and mount you another shifter boot, so you'll have 3 nice shifter boots in there, and the one made by Heat Shield Products over that one. And then and I marked it all, and I'll show you on the table. And I'm going to cut all that out, and then that mat's going to sit down in here, and I'm going to make it shorter where you can pull it up to get to your switch. So the way it is now, it's real long, it goes all the way to right here, and you have to cut around these and all that, but it would be hard to get up out underneath that seat to shut this thing off. So I'm going to make it where you can just get to it and pull it up, and it'll look a lot better, a lot nicer, a lot neater. So yeah, look at all your gauges come out. I'm adding the tack to it now. So I had all the wiring done. I had forgot about the tack. So I've got it mounted, and it's in a great spot right there, and I've just got to wire it in, and then the light, you've got a dash light coming. So I'm going to put that dash light in there, and I believe that'll get all the wiring. And I've kind of tested the wiring a little bit, checked to see if it'd crank over, and checked my power, my lights, and my dome lights, and up there. So so far so good. But let me show you what I'm doing to the mat over here. Right, here's the pad we bought from Burt's, or I'm not sure where we got this one, but just a floor pad. It's used to just sit on top of everything, and it kind of hung over the sides of the seal plates and laid in there. Well, now you're gonna have shifter boots in here, here, and here, and with your gas pedal, I'm gonna make it where you can just pick up this side. So I'm cutting off quite a bit down here at the bottom, and then I've cut off that much off of each side of it. That's gonna let it lay down those little seal plate areas, and then I cut out around here to where this fits right around that metal plate I've got in the floor, and hopefully all this will fit when I put it back in there. So this is a pain in the butt to get in and out of there with that added shifter. All three don't want to go through that hole, but or through each hole at the same time because they're so far apart. But anyway, I'm going to get this cut, put it in there, and we'll see how it looks. Show you how good this floor is looking. You see all your carpet in there, and then batteries under there. This panel right here is somewhat easy to remove right here, so you can get to the battery. You just got this surround of bolts, and a long time ago I had put in new rivet nuts in some of these, so all these are working perfectly. All the bolts will come right out and right in. Your master switch is working perfectly. I've got a decal coming to put down in there for that, and yeah, I got that in there fitting perfectly. The felt is in there so nice and tight. When I was working on them a long time ago, I made it where the arms were a little out of shape, so straightening them in the right spot makes them where they go straight down in that hole. They have to have a certain arch and be at a certain angle to stay right in the middle of that center of that felt. And I did that a long time ago, and I'm glad I did at the time. And yeah, it's really coming together nice. Show you the other side. Alright, I'm fixing to put the mat down, but just want to show you how nice and tight all that fits, and how good all that looking so far. Very nice, very tight. All your gauges look so good. Seat belts, see how nice and strong that seat belt is, and they're hooked to the main cross member across there, and then those go through the main body frame, so they're in good shape. And all that back looks so nice. Got the window cut out now where I can see through it, cut the fabric off of it. And back here, this deck lid on. Boy, that deck lid is slick. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to put the floor pad in. Or the mat in, and look at that. Look how good that looks in there. The shifter boots, I still got to screw those down. But boy, it looks so good. It's like a glove in there.